It's a positive vibe things only. Morning, guys. I hope you are all doing great and welcome to this new video, which will be about balance, keeping our balance, centering, and remaining properly grounded. As you already know, get in initial position, which is your feet zipped together to create proper alignment, and with your breath, begin to relax and let those shoulders fall back. I really wouldn't want you to be judgmental as you carry on the practice, and don't put any form of resistance as you do the poses, okay? Just be gentle on yourself and take it with full acceptance as it comes. Now, having gained grounding in that forward fold, we will begin with the tree pose. This would be our first balance pose. So for this tree pose, always remember not to keep the sole of your feet on your knee joint. So you either have it on your inner thigh or your inner calf. You may ideally have the knee pointing outward to also help you achieve a hip opener. And to help you maintain much more balance, also explore with your arms in which way they need to remain aligned to your whole spine so as to maintain that position. So we will proceed now into our warrior sequence. Oh my god, warrior poses are so good for balancing and grounding, but also to increase your sense of strength, most importantly in your legs. So yeah, make your way into warrior 2, holding that pose and harnessing your breath so as to inhale your way into that reverse warrior. Notice as the full sole of the leg is on the mat, so you don't want to just be on your heel or on your toe. That will seriously cause imbalance. Transition into a wide-legged fold, which is one of my favorite, and then make your way up to prepare to get into a chair pose. We are going to tone those legs as much as we are working on our balance. But I really need you to think of the focus and purpose of this flow as being one for balance. So don't put your mind much on it being for toning your legs or working out the legs. No, focus on your balance, your points of grips, your points of support. So we move on to the other side by repeating the same sequence we did on the other side. Because hey, you can talk about balance without involving the same action on each side, unless you are trying to achieve a specific purpose on one side than the other. But really know your point of arrival, your intentions, and set them all clear before you dive into your flow properly. So if you need to make any modifications or changes, you would know what to do and when to do it and achieve your results. And we take it back into our wide-legged fold. Keep great sense of awareness of the flexibility you gain in different parts of your body as you go along your flow. Alright, so for this next sequence, we are going to work on our points of grip and grounding. Keeping one point of focus with our eyes and having our arms also assist us. Bring the knee towards your chest and slowly open it onto the side. We're holding it for 5 seconds on each side, but you can go for even a longer time depending on how you want to feel about this and what you're trying to achieve. So next, we are going to make our way back with that leg and come back forward. time around we'll repeat the same thing on the other leg, but I want to give you a different view. That's why I'm standing this way, so no need to change your position. You can just remain where you were on your mat and carry on. Something I need to note is it is okay to lose balance, but just make sure you always try to find it back. So if you feel like, oh my god, I'm going to fall or something, it's alright if you can find a way of not falling and regaining your balance. But hey, if you fall or your leg touches the ground, that's fine. Just get back into position. Remember, it is a journey, so don't be too judgmental nor hard on yourself. Okay, so coming next will be our floor sequence, for which I will also still insist a lot on alignment. Make your way into a neutral aligned pose, yes, and prepare for your bird dog sequence. So this will be elbow to knee, and we stretch out. Just hold it and keep going for a couple of times. You have to keep your core engaged here, as that will also assist you with the balance. So one thing you need to understand is, as much as you are engaging, you're intentionally engaging specific parts of your body to help you achieve your goal, other parts might also be involved. So keep awareness of those parts and know how to make them work or function best at the time. Sometimes I do realize people coil in too much when doing this. Try not to coil in. Keep your legs stretched out and real contracted, as well as your glutes. Okay, and those arms also stretched out. And yeah, the pose is just going to be done pretty well and smoothly. So we are going to get into a plank pose. Oh my god, plank pose is for centering and grounding. Just one of the best always. At this point, you may notice a little bit of challenge as we will move from a normal full arm plank to a side one, and then into a forearm plank. And in all these, remember to keep your spine aligned all the way from your neck to your ankles. Alright, so we will move into our full arm side plank for the other side, and for each, always notice your points of arrival and those points of grip you have so far. You can take a longer time in this transition moment just to tune into yourself and listen to the sensations and signals gained so far. Okay, so proceed into a seated pose to just take a stretch in there and still gain more awareness of our body. Once more, I'm just changing the angle of view. So here's to show you in seated pose. If you want to align yourself a bit more, you can just have your arms stretched out that way as you straighten your back. Moving on, we are going to make our way up, coming into a goddess pose and holding it for about 5 seconds or even longer, and then finally making our way completely up, marking the end of this flow. So as you guys know, you may carry this a few more times and give yourself gratitude at the end of it all. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Namaste, love you.